What up, everybody? It's your boy Sack the King up in this motherfucker, man. Back with another installment of Game Time. As y'all can see from the title, this is the most important decision a man could ever make in his life, all right? But before I get all into that, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know and you can help the channel continue to grow. I appreciate all my returning subscribers. I appreciate all my returning viewers. I appreciate all my new subscribers and as well as all my new viewers. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting and engaging with the channel overall. That's how you help it grow as much or as well as sharing these videos if you find something on my channel that you like. Now, before I get into the video, I'm still giving away $100 to a random subscriber once I reach 1,000. So Christmas is coming up. You know, you want a free $100, share my videos, and subscribe to my video or to my channel. And maybe you could be the person that I give $100 to. It's the holiday season coming up, or maybe you just want to buy a few extra drinks for New Year's because that's coming up too, man. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And I'm trying to give back to the people who watch my channel, man. Now, let's get into it, man. The most important decision a man can ever make in life, right? I'm not talking about what kind of clothes you wear. I'm not talking about what kind of car to buy. I'm not talking about, little shit like that. I'm not talking about, most people will say, well, what's the most important decision a man can make? Who he marries? Nope, that's not the most important decision that a man can make. It's definitely in the top 5 of decisions, depending on the person and their situation in life. But the most important decision a man can ever make in life is who he chooses to have a child by. Now, I'm not sure if this is the same for females, but I'm pretty sure that it is in the top 3 for females of the most important decision a female can make in life. Maybe if I have any female viewers of this video, please hit that comment and tell me what the most important decision a female can make in life. But just speaking from life experience, I've had to make a lot of decisions in life, man. A lot of decisions in life. And like I said, the most important decision ain't gonna be what kind of job you get, what school you go to or nothing like that. It's the person that you decide to have a child by. You know what I mean? I have 3 children by 3 different women. If y'all been following my channel, I became a father at 15 years old. That was by my high school sweetheart. I became a father for the second time when I joined the Army. You can go back and watch that video. And I was married. And a daughter came out of that. Son came out of the first relationship. And then my youngest son is by a female that I was with for 13 years. We waited until about maybe 9 or 10 years before we even had a child. So, I say all that. Let me caveat all of that by saying that, it's not guaranteed that it's going to work out in any of these relationships that you choose to have a child by, with that woman. And I'm proof of that. I'm not with any of my children's mothers, even though we're all on good terms. And my children range in age from almost 25 to just turned 8. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been a father since I was 15 years old. So my oldest is going to be 25 here in February. Now, I've seen so many men, go through so much baby mama drama. It's crazy. I've gone through so much baby mama drama. It's crazy. Maybe I'll tell some more of them stories on here. I've told a few of them stories on here. Most of my baby mama drama, I'm not even going to lie, it came from my daughter's mom. My 2 sons' moms, oldest and youngest children, I haven't had problems with them. You know what I mean? And partly the reason for that is my oldest son's mom is 5 years older than me. And, she's just a little bit more mature. She's a real down-to-earth person. I've never had any issues with her ever out of the 25 years that I've known her, 25 plus years that I've known her, because I knew her prior to us conceiving a child together. My youngest son's mom is, like I said, I was with her collectively for about 13 years. We waited about 9, 10 years before we even had a child. And, it just didn't work out. It wasn't no bad breakup. We didn't break up because I cheated on her or we were hit any kind of domestic violence or nothing like that. We just grew apart. And if you watch any of these other Game Time videos, like I said, separate to elevate. That was one of my first videos, man. And I talked about that situation a little bit, but my daughter's mom is the one who has given me the most baby mama drama, I guess you can say. Now, let me go ahead and be forthcoming with, I was, at least half of the reason why that baby mama drama occurred. I brought a lot of that upon myself, by, just making wrong decisions on how I handled the problems that were coming my way from her. And, it's not, all the time, what happens to you. It's how you react to certain stuff. Now, mind you, I was 20 years old when I had my daughter, and there's a lot of reasons why that, I was married to my daughter's mom, and there's a lot of reasons why that marriage didn't work out. And maybe, I've been meaning to want to make a 2-part series on why my marriage failed, because, maybe it'll help somebody else who's gone through similar things. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'll be the first person to admit and tell you guys and be honest with you that I brought a lot of that to myself, upon myself. I don't have any regrets in life, but if I could do one thing differently, I would have handled the situation with my daughter's mom differently than I did back when, in my mid to late 20s. Now, as a older person, I wouldn't go about it the same way. But you don't know until you know sometimes. And we could all look in hindsight and in retrospect and wish that we can go back and do different things. You know what I mean? And I think that's the reason why me and my youngest son's mom still have a great relationship and friendship, relationship as far as co-parenting, because I learned a lot from myself going through the experience that I did with my daughter's mom. And I didn't never want to put my youngest son, who's 8 now, through any of that same situation. So, I'm kind of thankful that I did have to go through that, even though, a lot of that I did go through with my daughter's mom, it really hurt me for a lot of years. But, I guess if I wanted to find a positive out of it, I would say that it helped me, grow as a person to where I would never have those same kind of issues with my youngest son's mom. Hopefully, we've been cool, me and my youngest son's mom probably have been separated maybe about 3 years now. So we're probably together up until he was about 5. But as I said, we have a great co-parenting relationship. We make it happen for our son. And I haven't had any problems out of her. Not to say that she hasn't tried in the very, very, very beginning, but, we were able to reconcile our differences and, come together for the sake of our child. Now, back to the title at hand, man, and this is something that I've even told my oldest son as well, is like, you got to really be selective about who you have a child by. You got to really know this person, because, I think part of the reason why I had so much difficulty with my daughter's mom, aside from the dumb shit that I was doing at the time, is that we didn't really know each other, and I can get more into that, later on, as well as, we both were deployed to Iraq. I got deployed first, maybe about 2 weeks after my daughter was born. I was there for 7 months. Soon as I come back, they deploy her for about 5 months. And that's just time that we could never get back together. Like I said, there was other things going on, other variables, before and after that caused me to have baby mama drama. But I've been there, man. I'm here to tell you I've been there, and the baby mama drama is not anything that I would wish upon anybody, because truthfully speaking, it's caused me to miss out on years of my daughter's life that I can never get back. And me and my daughter have a good relationship now, but the time, I just can't get back that time. You know what I'm saying? And let me plug in my mic. Sorry, guys. But the time you just can't get back, man, and you never want to have baby mama drama or have problems with your child's mother, because the family court system, I've been through it. It doesn't favor the man. It doesn't matter what state you're in. It doesn't favor the man. It's always going to favor the woman. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't choose correctly, you're going to deal with a lot of heartache. You're going to deal with possibly missing time out of your child's life. You're going to deal with child support. You're going to deal with maybe family members on her side. You know what I'm saying? You might deal with some legal issues in case you just decide to pop off. You're going to deal with a lot of embarrassment, maybe, if your child's mother is one that likes to get on social media. See, luckily, when I was going through baby mama drama, this is way before social media even was out. So, there was our baby mama drama never spilled out onto the internet. By the time the social media came, we had, come to a reconciliation of some sort, to where, it wasn't shown all over the internet like you see a lot of people who have baby mama drama now. You could scroll through my videos and check out the video that I made about Blueface and Krishan Rock. Look at them, for instance. You know what I mean? And again, the most important decision a man can make is who he has a child by. Because if you're dealing with one of these ratchet ass, ghetto ass, want to be outside all the time ass females who probably don't even have a mother gene in her, you're going to face a lot of embarrassment. It's going to cause you to be angry. You might end up, losing your freedom behind the wrong person, and you might miss out on your child's life if you happen to, if it happens to get physical or played out on social media, which stuff can be used against you later. You know what I'm saying? In court. And that's one thing that you don't want to do, is let the family court system get in the middle of you and your child's relationship, as well as you and your baby's mom's relationship. Now, in a perfect world, people will say, well, you should just wait to get married before you have kids. That doesn't always work out. I was married for 2 years before we decided to have a child, and it just didn't work out. I was with a person for 13 years without marriage, and it just didn't work out, and it's not guaranteed, especially nowadays in the climate that we live in today's society. It's not built for relationships to last. Shout out to everybody who is lasting, but it's not built for them to last. And like I said, I've gone through a lot of heartache when it comes to my daughter. I've had great relationships the whole time with my son's mothers, but I accept and recognize the role that I played in every single one of those situations. Some people might say, man, you got 3 baby mamas. If you look back, like I said, I had a kid at 15 with my high school sweetheart. I had a kid at 20 with my wife, my ex-wife. I had a kid, in my 30s with somebody that I was with for over 10 years before we decided to have a kid. So that's 3 different scenarios in which it just didn't work out, and people grow apart, but again, I'm going to circle back to the most important decision that you can make in life is who you have a child by, because, you're going to have to deal with this person for 18 years at a minimum. If you plan on being in your child's life, you're going to have to deal with this person. So if it's somebody that you just fucking around with as a fling, or somebody that you don't know, you're going to set yourself up for a whole lot of what I mentioned earlier, as far as heartache, embarrassment, maybe some legal issues, family court issues, and all that other stuff. Thankfully, me and my youngest son's mom, she was with me the whole time that I was dealing with the baby mama drama for my daughter's mom. So she got to see that shit firsthand, you know what I'm saying? And, we don't have the family court system in our business like that, you know what I'm saying? And everything is fine. Anything that my son needs, he gets. I pay her child support out of my pocket. Matter of fact, I do more for my youngest son's mother as far as support than probably the child support system would even give her in cash anyway. I mean, I give her cash, but I'm saying I do a whole lot of other extra things that are not on paper financially that if she tried to take me to court or something, she would probably get way less money and support from our situation being on paper. And I think that she's, she recognizes that. And, and I'm a great father to my child. You know what I mean? Like, I was a great father to all my children as much as I could be to my daughter as well. You know what I mean? At the times that I was allowed to. But, I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at about almost 17 minutes. But that's just something to think about, man. If you don't have any children, right? That's just something to think about, man, before you decide to lay down and have a child with somebody, because it doesn't take that long, you know what I mean, to have a kid. But once you have that kid, if you're a man, you're going to be in it for the long haul. And I just don't want to see people get caught up in some stupid shit behind making the wrong choice of picking the wrong person that they choose to have a child by. It's plenty of times I was ready to crash out over my daughter, man. So many times. And like I said, the consequences of that were me missing out on certain years of my daughter's life that I can never get back. You know what I mean? So, you're going to want to make the right decision of we can't all pick winners. We definitely can't all pick winners. And, what I will say, about my daughter's mom is she's a responsible adult. She's retired from the military. She did 20 years in the military. So my daughter was always provided with a home. I didn't never have to worry about her safety or anything like that. But it's just, us not being able to be on the same page and being young too at the same time. And I'm sure she's learned from the situation. I hope too. Because she's went on to have, get married again and have more children. But, that was her first child that I had with me. Like I said, I haven't had any problems with my son's moms, thankfully. But I know people out there that are having problems with all of their baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? And their baby mamas group up together and get on them. You know what I mean? And one thing I want to leave you guys with is, a smart person learns from their mistakes. But a wise person learns from other people's mistakes as well. You feel me? So just be cognizant of who you decide to have a child by, who you're having sex with, because these females nowadays, man, they will make you crash out, especially when a child is brought into the situation. If you don't have any kids, trust me, man, once you have a kid, you're going to be ready to ride or die for this child if you're a man and you're around and you want to be around. But again, it all goes back to who you choose to have a child by, and I would recommend getting to know this person, not saying that it's going to guarantee to work out. Like I said, I was with my youngest son's mom for over 10 years before we have a child, and it just didn't work out. But, me knowing her set us up to have the relationship that we do now and be able to co-parent as two great co-parents for our son, because we've known each other for so long, you know what I mean? And, like I said, with my oldest son's mom, she just happened to be 5 years older than me. So she's much mature. She already had a child as well. And, she's already went through that, and she was more mature. But like I said, we can't all pick winners, you know what I mean? And, I did have to go through some baby mama drama, man. So I'm a living testament to tell you guys that just, what I've learned in my life is that the most important decision that a man can make in his life is who you have a child by. You know, if you guys got any stories of your own or anything that you want to add on to this video, please hit that comment. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that share, hit that like button. Game time, man. Sack the King.